hot dog what we got going on in the garage today. I'll tell you what, we're putting an air conditioner up on that wall and it's here to stay. Now guys, so we've got this mini split air conditioner. We pulled all the old air conditioning stuff out of there, you can see in a previous video. And we've got this mini split. We're gonna hang on the wall, but I got a bunch of stuff to do outside and run some electrical. And listen, I ain't no electrician, and nor do I claim to be, but we're gonna go through it, and then you guys can comment down below all the crap I done wrong. But first and foremost, the power is off, so I'm not gonna die today, I hope. So let's run outside and see what kind of mess I got myself into, and let's try to remedy it, because I've band-aided it for a long time. It's time to get it done right, and right now, okay? Now, as you can see, we've got quite the mess going on here. We've got some holy Jesus taped up action going on, and Lucky, I don't think you want anything to do with that there, bro. I'm gonna untape all this. It's wire nutted and taped all different directions, and I always had it kind of stuffed but way back in here and out of the way. But it was a band-aid thing. We're gonna get this done, putting conduit, all that stuff, and ran over there for this air conditioner. I'm gonna untape all this, and goodness, what in the Lucky? You bringing these trees over here for me? I gotta get all this stuff untaped. And yeah, the power's off. But once I get this done, we'll be able to put like an elbow down here on the wall and run proper electrician's work here. And I got a buddy of mine on speed dial that I'll have him check my work. But we done the best with what we had back in the day. All right, so now it's not going to work anymore. So I'm going to go through and pop these lines off, and I think we got some overkill here, but this is yeah, we'll run that all the right way, and I've got an idea on how to do it right. So I will say, the first thing we're going to do, I got all the stuff laid out here. Well, where's that at? Oh, I took it apart somewhere. And that's whenever you try to figure out where you laid something. Ha! That's neat. Oh, it's in my pocket. It's safe. So we're gonna take this, whatever you call it, and we're gonna slam it into the wall and make that cut. And then I'm gonna drill a couple holes here and rivet that right to the metal on the outside of the wall and silicone that up real good, and then this around this hole too. And when we come up through here, holy jets are flying 800 miles an hour. Must be a test round for the freaking fighter jets today. So sorry about that. But this is like a rain tight connector, it says. So we'll put that in there on the top of this. And then we'll run it into this here elbow, which 90s it. And then we'll carry it across the, we'll carry it across through here, and we'll come in right here. I've already got all this here set up. So we'll carry that across and we'll put it in here, and see what we had before. It was just some hoop-de-doo redneck ingenuity, and that's not going to work anymore. We want this to be right, and we want it to be safe. So, and then I got some clamps to run down the wall and the conduit to do it. Don't know what that is. Another one of them. Some sealant if we need it. Flaring tool for the air conditioning part of it. We'll get into that later. But and then I got to mount a thing on the wall outside to keep the air conditioner up off the ground. I think it's gonna be pretty good, but I'm gonna get into this thing and get it all cut down, and then I'll show you what that elbow is gonna do. Just so we're all on the same page here, I'm gonna go ahead and test this thing, make sure the power's off, which I've already done, but if you don't put it on video, it's not real. Wow, that's corroded up in there about 5,000 different ways till Sunday. Let's just end all that. Okay, so there's our ground. Hot, we got nothing. So there, that's all disconnected. I'll throw this orange one out of the way. We'll throw this orange one out of the way. Oh. I seem to have lost most of my utensils. So what we're going to do here, we'll shove that back in the wall a ways. Say, yeah, that looks pretty good. Pull that out, we'll be able to run it in through there a little ways. We'll go a little farther. We'll go with that. Seems to be pretty standard. Lucky's over there eating a tree. That's neat. Okay, so we got rid of that. I don't want to cut it too short, but let's see. We'll split it down through there. That's some thick stuff. I got this. I don't even remember where I got it, to be honest with you. I've had it for a long time. But we'll make our connection in that box with those wire nuts. You got to be careful here not to cut your existing wire. And that's not easy to not do, because this stuff does not want to cooperate. It's about like a 45,000-year-old tire. Yeah, okay. We got all that. We got that back enough where we can definitely do some splicing. I guess now's probably a good time to cut my line that comes out of the wall for my... I used to have DirecTV in here. Don't need that anymore with smart TVs. So we just hook up to the internet. Let's do that. That's gone. I'll plug that hole up. I got a good idea on how to plug them holes up too, but okay. That gives me plenty of cable there. I may have to do some work on getting that clearance a little bigger. We'll see here in a minute. See how this all works. I think we're gonna have to go a lot bigger there. Yeah, just as expected. So we're gonna have to be real careful, but we need to make that just a touch bigger all the way around. I don't know the best way to go about doing that without tearing my wire up. Probably by buying a smaller one of these. That would probably be the best. Or if you guys got a different way of doing it, I'm all ears, but as for right now, god dang, bud. Thinks it's summertime over there. We're in the middle of winter. Of course, it is kind of nice today, but he's over there got the full bag attachment. He does got a lot of trees, so get her done, I guess. Yeah, man, we are lacking just 1/8 of an inch all the way around. I'd love to get that where that would come up flush, and then I can drill some holes and rivet this into this and hold it solid. That way I know it's not ever going anywhere, because that's just kind of wonky. That ain't worth it. Yeah, get out of here. Ain't worth a crap. So let me think about that for a minute and see what I can come up with. She still ain't popped yet. Bet says at least 5 in there. So if y'all guessed 5 on that last video, you're doing pretty good. So here's what I'm thinking. Where's that stuff? Okay, so I've got some of these burr tools. I got a pretty little one, you know, like this or this. I say we just jam it in there and just kind of try to make it a little larger all the way around. It's about all we can really do, to be honest, without getting into that wire. So I'll bring several of these, and I already got the drill out there, and we'll just see what that entails. But I think we'll be all right. I think these right here are going to have us sitting pretty good. We want that to get flat in there, so. What's going on there, pal? Let me see that. All right. You enjoying the weather? Go get it. Watch the mud. Run right through it. Mom will love that. So I don't know. Yeah, I apologize about the lawnmower going full send in the background. If that's really bugging us or not, I'm not sure. But we'll go with the littlest one. Like I said, we only need like 1/8 of an inch to go around the hole, so, and it's just that thin sheet metal, so we'll knock it right out of there. Thinking if we just push that out of the way and kind of about how far I need to go in. Taking a minute, but I think it'll work. Don't do that now. What the? Put it on rewind. There we go. Definitely not made to cut that thing. Let's go this way. Oh, yeah, it's made to eat that way, that's for sure. Guess it's all about the angle of the dangle. Lucky, get your nose out of my butt crack. Hopefully that was lucky. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. I think we can take the rest off the top. Talk to me. Oh. Ah. Oh, there's wood in there. Ah, that's freaking awesome. No wonder. Ah, this thing don't care. She'll eat wood. It don't matter. I got a little bit coarser one for that wood. We'll take her with the Dingle Ball Express here. That should really let her eat. Okay. Tell me we got something good now. Oh, we're getting there. I could probably bang that in with a hammer. Ouch. I think that's going to work perfect. Now we can shove that back in there. Make our connections. Yeah. I think that's going to work good. It's real nice. I'm going to do the right thing and drill my stuff and put my rivets in there right now. Before I do, I'll smear some outdoor caulk. I'll smear my caulk on there. How's that sound? I also grabbed some of this Smart Dispenser Maximum Durability. Cream color. Didn't even know that that's the color I got, but that'll work because that's brown. We'll put that in there. Then we'll put our all-weather sealant. Then we'll jam it in there. And I got these here rivets. We'll put them in there. And then a rivet gun. That ought to have her on there pretty good. Guys, I'm pretty sure that most of you are probably yelling down in the comments that I'm an idiot and that's not how to do it, but that's how we're going to do it here, because it's about all I know how to do is wing it. All right, I got my caulk, I got the foam, I got the rivet gun, I got the drill bit, I got everything I need to make this happen. So let's do it. That looks fairly straight. I'll leave that. We're going to pre-drill this, so it's all set up, and all we got to do is jam it to it. Need a longer drill bit, looks like. Another one about right there. Pull that off and fill him back a little ways. Looks like we're going, could have just screwed it in there. We're going into wood, but nah. Instead we'll do the right thing. Okay. So I've got this. She's trying. This is probably the worst freaking caulk gun I've ever used. Anyway, now it looks like we got to cut that too. Good thing I got this laying here. Got it. That's some sort of weird looking. Oh, I'm an idiot. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm not an idiot. How's this work? About like that, I guess. We're going to see what happens here. I don't know what I did. I don't know. Please don't fault me. Ooh, that sounds like some stuff's happening. There we go. Maybe you hold it up. You're probably supposed to shake it. Let me do that for a while, and then we'll hold it upside down, act like we... Oh, that's the ticket right there, holding it upside down. Good gravy. Okay, we'll just seal the back of this. How about that? We'll just put some there, and we'll just go around this like we know what we're doing. We want her to last. And we get our deal on there. This isn't going to be messy or nothing. And hope that we forgot the rivets over there. Oh boy. And we got one. Where's the other one at? There it is. Let's just hope that this is all going to work out. I can't say. Okay, ready? That sucked it up. That's good. I think that's an El Professional job. Now we'll just take a rock, clean that up. Yeah, perfect. Oh, forgot a piece. What spray foam? Nice. I think that turned out pretty good. I mean, really, you're sealed there. Not that you really need to be sealed in here, but we're going all out. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that good. I don't even think we need to worry about laying a bead around the deal. And yeah, it's gonna be good. I like it. Now I'm gonna go measure from here up on that one to see how high that is, so I can make me a stand to come here, and then 90. Looks to me like it's going to be right in line with this screw line or whatever, so that'll be pretty neat. All right, let's check it here. Oh, if you didn't see in the last video, somehow I got something living down in that hole, because you can see all this gravel piled here. That's not supposed to be there. Look, you get that down in that hole right there. What is that? Get down in there. What is that? Something in there? Who is it? Oh, get him. Get him. Lucky you'll find him. Is there something down there? Don't get stuck down in there, you dummy. All right, watch out. Look out. So, from here up to that, we're looking at about roughly, oh, it's got a magnet on it. That's pretty freaking neat, especially when it sticks to it all the way. So you're looking at roughly 24 inches, 24 and a half to the center. So we'll make our center 24 and a half over there. And now he's going to be completely intrigued with whatever animal's living in that. But that's what we got him for. Rustle up them varmints. All right, 24 and a half will be just below our screw line. So that may work out okay. Maybe I'll go just a little bit above it. I don't know. We can probably finagle it a little bit. I'm wanting to screw clamps in there, so that having this screw line in here, you know, there's wood right there. So we'll figure it out. But I think it's going to work out pretty good. Taking me a little break here. Getting some hydration from On Point Nutrition. That's our business. Yeah, that's the UPS guy, or the mailman, Lucky. Heck of a guard dog. Anyway, they call this one Go Chiefs. It's the specials that she's got going on right now. So, Lucky, come here. This has got like 165 milligrams of caffeine, I think, and it gives me a good boost. So, shout out to On Point Nutrition. Go by and see us if you're in the Farmington area. What I'm going to do is get my tape measure that I left. 24 and a half minus 12. 24 and a half minus 12 is 12 and a half, right? So I'm going to cut me a piece 12 and a half, just as a rough estimate. I'll just do the right thing and cut it like, right here. It's like 13, about 13. I went to Harbor Freight and got me this cheap set of wiring tools that we're going to need later for the tubing. That's neat. It's just making Oh, it's like making threads. That's not how that works there, buddy. Okay, now it's going. Anyway, yeah, this is a super cheap tool. You can tell by the hand, by just feeling it. But we're gonna have to flare some of our air conditioner line fittings, or air conditioner lines, when we get it out of here, because it's such a short run right out straight down the wall to the unit, and I don't want to coil that stuff up, because basically you pretty well have to put the coils vertical, whatever. Or anyway, you're gonna have to put them this way, because if not, it'll pull up inside of them and cause some weird stuff, according to my air conditioner guys. So I'm just gonna cut them pretty much to length once I run them out here. And Harbor Freight had like a $15 flare tool that would do a 5/8 line, and I think it'll work pretty good for what we're doing. This cutter though, this is the ultimate in cheap tools. I'm surprised it even cut that. Let's go stick that in there and kind of see where we're at. Yeah. Pipe's made in USA though. Break this 90 open, and you see it's kind of one of them you push on and it locks in. So I don't want to push it on there. I also want to know about how far up in there it goes. About an inch. We'll probably lose. Right at an inch. So we'll probably be cutting this down an inch. And then also I forgot, I got these. Now this can be stuck in here, and it kind of screws down like a compression fitting, I'm guessing. Yeah. Hey, this is all supposed to go on here and be nice and watertight. Supposed to spit on it first or what? We'll give her the lube. Yeah, I mean, that helped. Wasn't hard at all or nothing. You can tell I don't do this for a living. I think that guy needs to adjust his carburation situation over there. I guess you fit this stuff up before you get it all the way together. Probably be the best way to do it, but I'm not all about doing the right stuff. I'm all about doing it 3 to 4 times. Maybe that'll let us come out a little bit. I know it's sealed in there pretty good, and it sucks. Okay, now I can probably screw it in there. Yeah, just needed that little bit. Okay, well that's gonna put us somewhere, because I forgot my tape measure. Let's see where that puts us. So yeah, we're a little tall. We're about 26.5 now, so that's good. Now we can mark where we need to be. So if we go 24.5 and come an inch down at 23.5, that should basically put us close enough. We'll pull 4 inches out of it, and it'll put us right at 24.5. Then we can finalize this dang thing, since it was all perfect the first time. Okay, just got that mocked into place. Let's see what we got here. See how good I was. Come on over here, baby. I mean, close enough. Looks like 24 on the money. Whoops, you need to look up here. Looks like 24 in the money. I guess I didn't factor in that going in about 1/2 of an inch, so that's not going to make or break us. 1/2 inch on that span right there, it'll be perfect. I could always drop that box down if I need to. It doesn't really care where it's at. Like I said, certified non-professionals. Tell me I don't know what I'm doing. Well, here's something neat that I did not think of whatsoever. I gotta run that, and there's no way that's fitting. Probably can't tell it, but I laid some dimes on that stack. That's a good looking bead right there. Wish I could weld like that. Anyway, I just done the right thing. That way when we pull this out, see, it'll kind of move a little bit. That'll give us all the clearance we need. Now over there on that side, we're probably gonna have to shim that box out so it can, you know, get in there. And that it's no big deal at all. I can handle that. All right, on this thing here, I've determined This is about 7 inches wide. This is about 8.5 inches tall. And instead of just putting like a 2x4 or something over across there, I'm gonna run 2 strips this way. That way this isn't gonna be all wonky when you're doing it. And I guess I never did measure the depth of that. It's about a first wrinkle on the knuckle deep. Okay. And that is roughly, let's see how deep this is. Roughly first wrinkle on the knuckle deep. I think we got a match. So I'm gonna throw that on the workbench over here and cut it down. What I'm using may not be what you guys are used to seeing or using yourself, but what did I say, 8.5 inches? How wide's this? 3 inch? 3.5. Boy, that'll be right at 7 inches all day. So what I'm using is yeah, it's different. I mean, is that perfect? Nah. Does it need to be? Let's see how that lines up. So those fit in there just right. Got a 3/8 of an inch to spare. So that'll be what we screw into up there. Mount it like that. Just a little spacer. And that gets you out past this rib. So that'll work. Let's do that. I'll tell you what, guys, you cannot beat this weather we're having right now. We had a spot here the last couple weeks. It was like single digits, which is kind of unusual for Missouri, but it's happened the last few years. Like a good week or two, we're in the single digit for lows or even negatives for wind chills and stuff, which for some of y'all it's no big deal. And you're probably yelling at the screen, oh, I've seen that, walked uphill both ways, no shoes at the snow. And yeah, well, that ain't me. I don't like that crap. So I've actually got a sweat going on right now, and I'm happy about it. And looking right in the sun, so I'm glad you can see me. All right, we're gonna pull this all apart, and I even kept all that. Wow, amazing. Pull all this apart, space that out of fuzz. I gotta patch them holes back in there too. Those are god awful. I got a plan for that though, no worries. I got a plan for that too. Probably where a lot of my water's coming in. I get a lot of water in the floor in there, and when it rains real hard, wonder why. So yeah, we're gonna fix that too. That's dumb. What are you doing to me? That was easy. Now we just need to screw these things in. Got some longer screws we can put in there. And that's basically right there. I'll mark that. Something like that. Okay. Can pretty much go wherever. Oh, you know what? We can drop this down now that we know where that's going to end up. We can make that say whatever we want. Aha! Yeah, I heard you. I heard you. Oh, good. What did I say? That was 24 inches over there. Let's grab a tape, pull up to here, and see where that all winds up. And make it say 24 inches as well. I got you. I almost made that mistake, but I was thinking real hard about it, and I didn't do it. So we'll pull this stupid thing out. I'm gonna put in the right bushing here. Yeah. Or should we stick it up there and measure how far across that is? Make the pipe up first, then stick this up there where it makes sense. That sounds even better. Who's with me on that? What happened? Why don't we do that? Stick it up there where that belongs. I'm gonna get all this put together. Ooh, hear that Jake brake? Yeah, probably not. Okay, another thing I got to thinking about, because I don't do this stuff. Probably ought not to use wood. I don't think it's treated outside unless you have to, and buy treated stuff. But I had this like half strut that I used to mount my other air conditioner on my camper. That is not a camper. Mounted that on my race car trailer. Anyway, so I'm gonna I got an idea. I cut this at 7 inches wide. Here comes that old boy in his hot rod again. Let's see what kind of truck he's got today. Wah wah. Give him a honk. Honk it. He wasn't even looking. So anyway, I cut this at 7 inches wide, and here's my idea. Let's just stick that in there. And then we'll just mount it like that. That gets us out perfect. I mean, that's dead nuts. And I got one of these, I don't know what you call them, strut nuts. It's a weird word. Yeah, I got one of these strut nuts. So we'll stick that in there right about the middle. We'll run 2 screws here. I got some big, like, anyway, we'll mount that. We'll put this one in the center. We'll put that one in the center right here. We'll drill that hole out. I think that's a 3/8, the short 3/8 bolt in there. And we'll run these through and not suck it up real hard. Get out of here, freaking. I'll get you. Where you at? Come on. Them bugs don't want none of me. I give them that half Judy. Okay. Anyway, we won't tighten these down all the way. We'll just suck them up tight because it'll just start pulling this and bending it. That's going to make me feel a little bit better, even if it's not the right thing to do. It's going to feel right to me because we don't have the wood on the outside and it rotting to hell and back. So that's what we're going to do. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. So I went over and just chopped that off, you know, with the old Slice 5000. And when you put this up here, see the holes? When you put this up here, look at that clearance right around that bolt. Put it right there. Screw it to it. Done. Don't even have to worry about anchoring this. Just let that box come through there and pinch it to it. It'd be all right. That ain't going nowhere. That's what I'm doing. Like it or not, that's what's happening. Now before I mount that, I'm gonna lay everything out here. Got it, got it, got it. I probably ought to go put that other one in there and make it level all the way through here. Get it over here far as it'll go, because it's a 10-foot stick. It's real close. Real close. And get it as far as it'll go, and then that'll tell me exactly where I need to put the rest of it. Hopefully we can make it work. Because I didn't buy any unions, I don't know whatever you want to call that, to put the two pieces of conduit together. I didn't buy any of that. So now I'm gonna have to work back here in this freaking gap where you can't even hardly stand, get a level in there and true all that up and get her stuck too. That's a Cummins turbo diesel, probably a red one if I'm right. Dang it, it's a white Cummins. Can't see it. Turn it in there. I was just guessing on the color. Y'all remember that commercial back in the day with the Camaro?
A 285 horsepower V8 6-speed 1996 Chevy Camaro Z28.
Yeah, but what color?
Yeah, I do that all the time. Anyway, I'm gonna struggle to get back in there and get that conduit ran level. Got my clamps, got some screws. We're gonna ride the struggle bus for a while, see how that handles it, see how that works out. On your effort. Good enough. Now my shoe's stuck. I don't need that. Piece of cake. See if we can force feed one of these babies in here. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. We get this in here, we got her made. Okay, now at least it's supporting its weight. I'll probably wind up pop riveting those, throwing a little sealer on there as I do it. Not gonna be fun. I've been in worse places in my life. Pretty good. I ain't gonna complain about that. Oh boy. Wow. you're claustrophobic, that's not for you. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna drill and rivet that because that's the only proper way. Putting that screw in there seems half-assed. And we're all about doing this whole-assed. So let's whole-assly do that and put a rivet in there. The race car driver in me says so. Step 1. Step 2. Lose your clip. Step 2. Caulk it. Oh, come on. Step 3. Send it. Didn't even get that in there. Okay, there we go. Come on. Step 3. Send it. Yeah. Good Lord Jesus. I ain't made for tight spaces. That's nice. We got a backup one. You get the picture. I'm going to struggle with this, and I didn't bring a damn screwdriver. Yeah, you see what I'm doing. Not fun. What a board jack. Get out of here. Get out of here. Remove the screw. Whoops, lost it. Whoops, lost it. I got friends in tight spaces. I don't give a damn about tight spaces. Yeah, I've got a fix for that. Just not right now. I'm done with it. Whew, that was not my favorite, but it worked out pretty good. Only problem I think we're gonna have. What are you barking at? Daisy? Where's your mommy? That's your mommy. Go get her. Go get her. That's your mommy. Oh, it's already that time, huh? Wow. Anyway, we're falling a little short here. We can make it work probably. We're gonna find out. I can only move that so far, but I think it's gonna be just right. Just passed it through right here, and getting ready to make a run down. That's gonna be fun. Guess I didn't really think about that, but here we are. Golly. Okay, coming out. Oh, wow. Probably not made to do that. May not even be able to get it come through. Wow. Oh, baby. Need some sort of hammering apparatus. Wow. Okay, we got it. That was not any fun, guys. I'll just say this. That was like shoving 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. But I got it. It's all done. Ran through there. Put that cover on it and it doesn't even exist now. Just hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it. So, let's go over to the other side and make that one look equally as bad as this one. The sun is bright and it's hurt my eye. Okay, let's just let's make this one longer than it needs to be. Yeah. So we got rid of 8 foot of Romex, or whatever you want to call that crap. Little did I know the whole time you weren't even watching me. Okay, so we're going to leave that off. You can yank that out of there and make it connected. And this here's our little, they call it a whip, I guess. This is where our power is going to come in, and hopefully it's long enough, which, I mean, I'm going to make it long enough, but it's probably going to go somewhere like that. So just leave that dangle over there. And that's it. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Not really, but it's semi-professionally, amateurly done. Yeah. now I'm going to do the hard part, which is cutting a big hole in my wall. Not to be confused with the bigger hole up there. I got to go silicone that up too. Probably going to go up there and do that real quick. Then figure out where I want to mount. It's got a hanger that hangs it off the wall. I got to figure out how I want to do that now. All right, guys, back here in the shop, and I got my line set laid out. I just unrolled it. It comes, I don't know, 16 foot or give or take a little bit. Same way with the drain. It's got a little extra drain line goes with it. And I went ahead and hooked up my, call these the signal wires, I guess. Comes from the outside to the inside to power this unit. So now I got to bundle all these together. I'm going to have mine come straight. This is upside down. So this would be like the bottom of it if you flip it over. Mine's coming straight out and going to go straight through the wall. And this is the scary part. This is where you have to mark a hole. As you can see, several times I've changed my mind because the hole saw is like a 3.5 inch. So I've got a little dimple. I know where I got to start my deal. But when I drill that hole, all this has to be put on it, wrapped. It's got this vinyl tape, basically like insulation tape. That whole thing has to be wrapped all the way down, and then you got to pass that through the hole as you're, you know, picking it up and putting it in. It's super heavy. So it's definitely a two-man job. I'll have to wait till B or Nathan shows up and we can manhandle this thing and get it shoved through the wall. And when you're drilling that hole, you pitch your drill down so that way the hole kind of goes down and that lets the drain do its job. Where you definitely don't want it going uphill when you're drilling it downhill. Scary part, hole in your shop. So while I'm waiting on them, we get these holes here. These used to be where my drain and my refrigerant lines came through for my old unit. So I'm going to go outside. I've got tons of sheet metal around here. I mean, I'm a race car driver, so I'm going to take that sheet metal. I'm going to put rivets on it outside, seal with rivets on it. And then I'm going to spray foam this way, and I'm going to put the same rivets and seal this way. So it's done, sealed up, and don't have to ever worry about it again. Pretty easy how it's going to work. We'll just stick it on there like that and rivet it and put some white rivets in there to hide it, but we're going to do it on the outside first so we can spray foam in here and then silicone and all that stuff like that. Next day, guys, here, and we're committing. We're putting the hole right in the wall. Chase, think I'm going to put the hole in the right place? You see what I got to do? See this big spot right here I've got marked out? I got to drill that big of a hole through the wall so these lines can go through from that thing outside. Look, here's the thing I got to use. Big Marge. So if I put that hole in the wrong place, then I'm going to have that big of a hole in the wall. It's going to suck. I'm just going to send it. I'm not even scared. I'm just going to do it. Don't even care. Okay, we're going for it. You know, like I said, you want to tilt this down, not a lot, like that would be straight to me. So you want to go down just a little bit. Yeah, come on now. Why are you already moving? Already moved off my mark. Okay, now down there a little bit. Dull. That stinks. I must have wore that out on something before. That's gonna take a while, and we already got insulation showing. Nice. I'm gonna have to go get a new freaking bit. That's awesome. Hopefully the wind ain't killing you too bad, but while we're waiting on that hole saw, I have Kim grab one on the way back home. She's out in town. I've drilled that with a really long 1/4 inch bit, and I came out right here. You knew I couldn't come out on a flat spot. Anyway, I'll slice that. I do whatever I gotta do, but now I know where that's gonna be, so I can come in out here, drill my hole, go in there, drill my hole. I've got my correct angle that I want going down. And luckily enough, where these bolt in here, the metal bolts in, those 4 spots where they done that will line up perfectly on this bracket that I've got to hang. So basically your outside unit's going to set on this, and it's going to hang off of this rail with these heavy lag bolts. This rail screws in there and it's really adjustable. So I'm going to pull those bolts out, pass this drill bit through them, so that way the holes are drilled out, because those are some big lags. And then we'll impact those in, make sure it's level. It's got pretty cool. It's got a level on it. This is a, I guess I should say, yeah, that's nice. Senville, which is the same brand as this. This is also a Senville. I figured I'd get the same kind, so it would hopefully work the best, you know. And this is designed to hold like 300 pounds. So they make a few different ones. This one here is like a heavy duty one. HL 550. Don't know if it, oh, here's it tells you. Tells you here it holds 200 kilograms, whatever that means. However many pounds that is, you tell me. Only problem is, when I got it, post office or whoever shipped it, if you needed to put these in like concrete or brick, yeah, they destroyed all these except one. But I got all my other hardware and a little bit of instructions, but I haven't even read them yet. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. But the problem is, where you put this up, you see, you can't just screw that in there because you're gonna have a gap. So we'll do like we done here. I'll take some of this half strut, mini strut, whatever it's called, and I'll just cut the width of this. I'll just chop a few pieces of this off and use it as a spacer, because that should be plenty strong enough to, you know, pull them lag bolts up against. What are you doing mostly?
Trying to break the stick.
Okay.
Trying to break the ball.
Pretty warm out for February, huh? It's like 60 degrees again. Anyway, that's where we're at and that's what we're doing, so let's get to it. Yep, gotta get the glasses. Safety glass time. Okay, back at it. This definitely don't have to be exact, guys. Let's see how that's going to work. As a spacer, should work pretty good. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. I'm trying not to spray these freaking sparks all over my clothes. I got my going to town stuff on. Okay. Phew. Try not to breathe that stuff in too. Alright, now take that. Now I made a mistake right here, guys. I didn't really realize what I was doing, but I'm putting these holes too low. Below this, there's no support for that air conditioner bracket on the bottom side. It kind of has a cantilever where it supports itself on the bottom. Between where I'm at here and the ground, there's no support, so it's trying to kick the metal in. So I'm going to have to move it up to these next set of holes above me. I'll figure that out here real soon. Not the first time I've had to use an adjustable to turn one of these, but I think the last time I done something stupid like that, I was working on a Volkswagen or something. Nah. Anyway, that's mounted. It's pretty level. It's down just a little bit, but I think it's going to be perfect. These basically just slide on. I mean, there's Nothing to it, just like that. Nerf war? Here you go, soldier. Let's try that again.
Yay.
Nice hands, feet.
What?
Here you go, soldier. Mount up. Here you go. That's it. Now let's test this. Let's give her the proper test. I weigh, you know, a measly 123 pounds. So let's see if it'll hold me. Something I'm already seeing that we're gonna have to fool with. I spaced this out. I'm now gonna have to space this out. And in order to do that, I'll probably just put a bolt down there. We're probably not gonna hit anything. Yeah, we don't want to do that yet. We're gonna bend something, so hang tight. Well, all new plan, guys. Problem is, when you put these on here, it pushes. There's no support down here for this, and that's no good. I should have noticed that whenever we started this. If I put it up here, which there's a 2x here, and when I space this out, I think, well, I can check right now. Space this out. I think it'll mount up pretty good. When I get all done with everything, I think it'll be perfect, is what I'm trying to say. And if you put this in the center where it's going to be, and you go down here, you're dang near right in the middle of that. So that's going to give us the support we need, and we'll just put little spacers down here like we did. So I get to do all that again. Right. Yeah, you got to get it on there just right. I don't know where we need it at, but put that other thing up there like you did the other one. So that's all done, and this will work out now. Just this one here by itself, whenever I put this spacer behind it, it supported me. So now don't do that, because you don't have this spacer behind it. So that'll bend that. You don't want that to happen. But we don't know our footprint, basically. So I'm going to go, hopefully on the box, it tells me the width of all that, and I can set all that up and get her locked down. That's our unit. That right there is the unit.
I was sitting on that the whole time.
Yeah. This is our warranty paperwork. Maybe it'll have a...
Yeah, it's nice to sit on.
It is nice. Maybe it'll have dimensions of the footprint. Probably not.
Maybe.
No, just a warranty thing saying thank you for purchasing our product. So we're just going to have to get out the old tape measure. Okay. Can you hold that right on that side over there? Don't let it tip over. Just kind of hold it there. It's going to want to go towards you. I just want to measure. You got it?
This isn't even hard.
That's good. 26 and 3/8. Okay, now the next thing I need to do is tip it back. So hold it right there. Got a hold of it?
Oh my god.
Put it where it makes sense. Does it make sense right there?
Yeah.
Hold it there for just a sec, okay? Can you do it? Okay, keep it right there. 16 inches. All right. 16 inches, so we want this as far as we can. We'll get it right there, but we gotta, that'll roughly give us about 5 inches from the wall. I guess it's gonna have to work. 26 and 3/16. We were way off. Or 3/8. 3/8. 26.
Sometimes not even stable.
Oh, that's good that we're gonna land between them. I guessed on that. What's not stable? Yeah, it's a ladder. It's 26. And there's a little wiggle room in it. So we'll get this. Right there is 26 3/8 on the money. Got it. I'm gonna make me a little mark here where I know. There. I'm gonna do it on the outside. And there, that's where that's gotta be. So now,
I don't see them.
oh, you gotta look. See it?
Um,
Okay, so now we know where that's going. Now I can put them braces behind it. I think I'm just gonna drill it.
look, it looks like a gun.
That's a machine gun. Yeah, don't shoot that gun.
Oh, look, it can be a gun, but if you shove
It's a caulk gun.
yeah, but if you shove somebody against the wall,
Yeah, you could push them against the wall for sure. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take this, it's like 11-inch piece, and I'm gonna put it behind there. And since I'm a race car driver and I got all kinds of pop rivets, I'm gonna put it behind there and I'm gonna pop rivet it.
I want to pop rivet it.
I'll let you do it. So we'll just put this behind it. We'll drill it and we'll rivet it.
And this roof isn't stable.
Yeah, it's not stable, bud, that's for sure.
Our roof is,
Yes.
and the garage roof is.
Yeah. Come over here and sit on this.
What?
You weigh like 50 pounds.
I weigh like
Jump
40.
up here and sit on this.
I weigh 40 something. I said,
Don't get your hands in that glue back there.
need help.
Come on.
Help me.
Come
Somebody.
on. Okay. Got it? Don't put your hands in that glue. That's plenty good, right?
Yeah. Only if that falls.
Hey, you just stay there. I'm going to pop rivet it.
What if it falls?
That's not going to fall. It can't fall. This is pushing against the wall. That don't matter. That don't mean anything. I got that stuff all over me. Same way with this one. So I'm going to go get the rivet gun. You just hang out right there. I'll be back.
They'll just watch me.
Yeah, they'll have to watch you. Make sure you don't fall.
Make sure to just subscribe to our videos.
Wiggle it and push it. There you go. Lay it to it. Joking. Just joking. I ain't no chump. Mama didn't raise no punk chump. Chump.
Sharp bump.
Let's see, we'll put one right there. Now that probably needs to be scooched over a little bit. Like that. Okay, lay it to it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's not going anywhere. Got a permanent spacer on the back of it. See how good my mark was. Pretty daggum good. Good enough. That's it. Now look, I'm gonna see if I can get on these. Let's see. Right here, ready? I'm more than that ways, so we're good. They are flat sending it over there.
Whoa!
Put it up on the chip. I'm pretty well dead in the water until we get Brian or Nathan over here to help me pick this up. Yep, watch them. Watch them fins. Go the other side. Don't go on this side.
Okay.
Only on this side, because them fins over there, they're not made to be hit. That's a pretty good size unit, huh?
Yeah.
Now your mom, we're waiting on Mom to bring the hole saw.
Hole saw?
To make that hole. Remember mine was dull?
Oh, yeah.
And then we're waiting on Brian or Nathan. Come help me lift this thing here up. It says it weighs.
I can.
No, buddy, look, it says it weighs 160 pounds. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, God.
See ya. Get him.
No.
You don't like that. Lucky don't like that. I'm gonna get him, Lucky. Ah. Get him, Lucky. Turn him over. Get him. Get him, Lucky. Get him, Lucky. Alright, that's enough. Hey, that's enough. You're tearing it up. Quit it. What? Alright, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, just so happens I had a couple of fellers come to get some stack panels, so I'm going to use their strength too, and we'll get this thing up here after all. Appreciate you guys.
Not a problem. Yes, sir.
Get it up there?
Oh yeah.
Really close?
Yeah, you're on your bracket.
Okay. That will work right there. Guys, I appreciate the heck out of
No problem.
that helped me out. That gives me what
Ta-da!
I need. Boom! All right, so we got our bit. This is the actual Spider brand, and I got them ones with the carbide on it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna drill this hole out once and for all instead of trying to burn through it. That's nice. I already got both sides drilled with the pilot. So all we should have to do is screw this baby on there. Let's see how she cuts. Right there. All right. Ooh, she is violent. Wow, tear you up. Got it. Man, it actually is rowdy as that seemed. It actually didn't cut a very bad hole, so that's kind of nice. Now we just gotta make way our insulation. Nothing in the way here, so that's good. Basically, I might even be able to stick this through there. Probably not a very good idea. It's a good idea to get this piece out of the way. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it the other way. Well, I see this ending badly. We're going to send it. What a time for a battery to die. I want to talk about nice. Piece of crap. It's the dumbest thing I've ever been a part of. Now hopefully this is all still leaning downhill like I envisioned it. Well, that's one way to do it. God dang. Talk about nice. That one cut way better. No going back now. I can see all the way to the neighbor's house. Let's stuff this in there. See how that's all gonna fit. Oh yeah, we're going downhill. Got it. Oh yeah. That's gonna be pimping. Now all we gotta do is shove that crap down through there. Probably seal that up a little bit. Okay. Now all I gotta do is call somebody and have them help me fish that through there and hang her up. And hope I put that hole in the right spot. Because I don't know. I don't do this crap for a living. Lord knows if I got that in the right spot. Let's go look at the outside unit. We'll see what it looks like from out there. We'll take this with us. And this. So, oh, and these, because I forgot. Dang it. I forgot that I forgot. I gotta get a few things. That. Get these. We'll get 2 wrenches. That and that. I'll probably need a pry bar of some sort. Big one. Where's the big boy at? There he is. Get the big pry bar. Yeah. Let's go out there and see what that looks like. Neighbor's over there working on his stuff too. 'Tis the season. He's blowing electric. Blowing electric. He's, yeah. You got a vacuum cleaner, I guarantee he's sucking power through a conduit to hook up. You know, like, you ever done that? Jet line. That's what I call it. Alright, so that's where that wound up. We'll cut that to length. Now, the only thing that we got is this funky little ridge here. We're gonna have to cut that out. And the way I plan on doing that is by sticking this up there, basically, kind of eagle eyeing it, and mark it. And I'll silicone it a whole bunch. Metal shavings everywhere. Okay, so I need to get a marker, but first I'm gonna put these feet that I forgot to put on. These 4 feet. I'm gonna put them on there. And then we'll mark that and we'll see how it winds up, but I think that's gonna be good. Lines will come out, down, straight down, coil up underneath of this, coil it up this way, not this way because it'll pull up, but this way, and then bring it back and hook it right into there. Stick that in there. Sure is asking a lot out of that rubber. Any deer in there? I think I hit a deer right there. I think I hit a deer right there. Yep, I hit that deer right there. Okay. Got an idea, and it's got to be better than this. Take that off. I mean, it don't really want to be off, though. That goes there. That's an awful lot of stuff going on. So I'm not going to bore you guys with doing that. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Throw this lock for Lucky. Get into something else, like hooking the power up to it. Getting a little chilly. Really, it's not coat weather, but it's what I had. So putting this on there, you can see there's a small gap behind there. I'm just going to fill that up, and that gap is only like 3/8 of an inch. I'm just going to fill, well, I guess it'd be however deep that is. So I'm going to fill that with the silicone, just like we used up here where our chimney used to be. Here comes our buddy in the big rig. What's he driving today? Sounds good. Yeah, just a old blue hot rod. Okay. Anyway, this setup, I mean, I stacked them dimes on that, but that's really pliable. I like it, and it's outdoor rated, so we're just going to continue that theme just like we did on the patches down there. I don't know if I showed you them or not, right down there. But we're going to lay a bead around that. So I'm going to get that all in there. That way, whenever my guys show up, whatever day, tomorrow, whatever, all we got to do is pass the refrigerant lines through there and the signal wire, and then we'll pack it with this they give you sealing clay. Yeah, that's more like enough, I'm sure. And then you just pack that around in that. Basically, you just want to make that airtight so no air can get back in there. Simple enough. So we're not going to be using these. What I'm going to do though is check out, let's see, it's like that, that and that. I don't know. Check out this here signal deal where our 220 comes in. Thought you was going to fall, didn't you? Pretty good work area. So we've got our whip cable here, as they call it. It's going to come in, and they've got that set up just perfect. Power supply coming in. Bam. Line 1, line 2. That'll be perfect. And that'll reach there nice. That'll be great. All right, I got the man with the plan here. Yeah. He's got the plan, I'm the man. Anyway, like I said, it's a 2-person job. So B lives really close, and he said he wasn't doing nothing anyway. So he's gonna run that through there, and then we'll pick this whole thing up, shove it through, and there's enough of this is gonna be coming through the wall over there. We'll just hook everything up outside. Okay. Move, Lucky, you're gonna get lined over. Wound up. I'll pick it up and you just stitch all that through there. And then you'll see, let me think. There, and there. Yeah, just right up on that.
I can get the side of it.
No, it ain't heavy. I just got to get a hold of it. I'm just shoving on through. They made it light, bud. And I hope that hole's in the right spot. move something. You got that head there? Oh, what a time to make a phone call.
Yeah, flat.
What I do? My flag lighter done come off. I'll just lay that down for now. Got that tight?
I have no idea.
That looks good. That looks good. Okay. How's that look for over there? Did I measure it right?
Yeah, it's right.
Ah, that's lucky. That was my wife calling. She has the. You see the thing on TikTok where it says what your wife wants you to do whenever you call? Like he was in the middle of hanging a TV and he looked. Oh, yeah. He seen it was ringing. He just threw the whole TV down. This thing here. Well, this has actually got to scoot down. I'm right on the money. And you see that clip-a-lator? It's got to go on the top of that. Bring your fingernails?
No, I wouldn't. Left them home.
You ate them?
Left them home.
I keep two. I keep that one
Keep
and
them
that one.
down.
I just buy them.
Yeah, I keep mine whittled down.
They only get so long because I get to pick it up my nose and I eat the whole inside of it out. It's too sharp. Oh yeah. She came right out of there. You guys ain't gonna be able to see Jack Sickum, but better than I thought. Jack Skookum. All right, guys, we got the truck behind me. As you can see, it's gonna be noisy, all kinds of shadows. It's not gonna, video's not gonna be good. But all we're gonna do is bend this down, coming out the wall. We're gonna bend it down here and get a length from wherever that stops to right here. And then we're gonna go in there and cut and flare the other lines. We thought they was like twisted and had a weird twist, like kind of like this. But it does go to a regular, just standard line set, so we can cut and flare it. And that'll get rid of all that extra we got. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll show you the finished result. Man, another beautiful day here in Missouri. We don't even need this air conditioner, but it's like 65 degrees, sun's out, beautiful. So pardon me, but it is super bright. I gotta have the spectacles on today. So what I'm doing here is I've hooked up all my lines. I told you guys I'd show you. So we just made a short run from here right down to here. It's a very short run. That's all we did. We flared this ourselves. And right now I've got, if you can see, the little bit of suds on there. I've sprayed this stuff here is really bubbly matte finish cleaner from Maxima. I've sprayed that on there and I'm watching for leaks. Now before I done any of this, I hooked my manifold up, and you have to get a special fitting. I got mine on Amazon, down to a vacuum pump, and I got my little 1000-watt generator here, and I vacuumed this system out for like 15 minutes, and it was almost to 30, and then I let it set another 15 minutes with this valve closed to make sure I didn't have any leaks. Now I've got this at between 38 and 39 pounds of pressure, and I'm letting it set. I just cracked open this high side just a little bit, cracked it open for about 5 seconds, closed it, let it enter some pressure into the system. Now that should show me if I have a leak or not. The only place I can have leaks really is the stuff that I fiddled with. So it'd be this fitting, that fitting, this fitting, and that fitting. And I'm not seeing any extra bubbles, just the bubbles that was there whenever I sprayed it. You can see this stuff's really bubbly. You would see a leak, and I'm not seeing nothing. So it said to wait about a minute after you charge up just a little bit. And believe it or not, I am reading instructions. So it says here, watch the pressure gauge for 1 minute to make sure there's no change. Remove the charge hose from the service port, which we're getting ready to do, which was this blue hose right here. And then open both sides. And then put the caps back on them. And I think after that, we're ready to go, because I've already hooked the power up. It's not zip tied in or anything. But before I finalize everything and tie it all up, I want to run this. So let's open this up like it said. All the way. Well, first we got to remove, yeah, I get you. First we got to remove that, because we don't want to blow our gauge up. So let's remove that. I have just a little pressure there, because it's on a Schrader valve. So that's all done. Okay, let's go back to opening this up. All the way. When it stops, don't go no farther. It should stop right there. Okay, that's it. Next one. Open the low side. All the way till she stops. Right there. Now, the most important thing to do after that, somewhere I've got some caps. Right here. Put these caps back on here. Tidy all this up. Tighten these just a little bit with your crescent wrench. All your caps that keep dirt daubers and everything else out of them. You don't have to be crazy. I think I broke these all loose by turning them like this. So something like that, something like that, something like that. Then there's a cover that's going to go over this. And I think we'll be ready to add power to this thing. I'm going to read through the instructions just a little bit more to make sure that I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm going to pick up my tools. You see I got stuff all over the place. Pick everything up, and I'm going to cut this drain hose because I got a bunch. And then we'll go inside and we'll kick her on. We'll see what happens. Real quick, while I'm thinking of it, real important, if you're not going to use these things much, which I never do, turn the gas off. Let it run out of gas. Keep that carburetor clean because our gas sucks these days. You got it, mostly you can tell it's running out of gas. I've got to take this here sealing clay, which goes in there. There we go. Seal it up, and then I need to figure out something to do with this because I don't have a grommet for it. Not a big fan of that. I'm ready to come over here. Now, this isn't powered up or anything. I have the breaker off, but it's getting to be that time, so let's flip it over. Put it in the on position. Put that baby back in there. And you can see we got all of our stuff ready to go there. Cut the length. Okay, that's all good. And that silicone's some mean stuff. Is it dry? Oh, it's almost dry. It's almost 14, 16 hours later. That stuff's still very tacky. I'm gonna move all this stuff over to this side so we don't have no issues there. I need to trim this. Looks like did they put it together there? I don't know. Let's just trim it right there. Get the old pocket knife. Just give her the old trim job. Now, will that slide over that? Probably. Anyway, for now, that's going to work perfect. Check my seals on these because I accidentally drilled the wrong holes. You didn't ever see that. Shh, don't tell nobody. We're ready to fire this thing up. Give it a test run. Ooh, trip over your generator. Let's go fire this thing up. See if she, what she does. Getting to be the moment of truth. Getting the thing here all set up. This particular unit also has all the Wi-Fi built in. Alexa can control it, which is good because I have an Alexa device out here. And or I can turn it on on my...
An Alexa Answers contributor. You can control an Echo device
talking about
by choosing it from the Alexa app. You can talk to Alexa
from
the iOS or Android app, iPhone, iPad, Android users.
Telling you all about it.
With Alexa via an app called Reverb.
Hey Alexa.
Alexa.
I've heard enough.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for letting me know.
So anyway, she's real smart. So she can control it and my phone. Now that I've got this all ready to go, I'm not even going to turn it on or nothing. I'm going to flip the breaker on. You always want to stand to the side of these. You ever heard of an arc flash? Well, I have, and I don't like it. That's my air compressor. Perfect. Give me a second. Just turn that off. Ain't nobody got time for that. How about this 30 amp? Nothing blowed up and something beeped. Oh yeah, that's the right one. So we now have power to this. Let's turn it on. 79. Okay, it's doing its thing. Auto 79. Let's say 75. Let's see what it does. Let's go outside. Check out our outside unit. Freaking pumped about this. I've done it all myself with the help of some friends. So that means that you guys can do this yourself. A little bit of heavy lifting, a little bit of know-how. Not out of the woods yet. Not saying that it 100% works, but stuff comes on and there's no smoke. So I'm happy about that. Oh, I see it trying to do something. This is the heat pump. So this is turning your air compressor backwards, thus giving you heat instead of cool. Look that up sometime on how heat pumps work. It's pretty freaking neat. No weird bubbles in here. Everything's looking good. Okay, well, we should be able to feel some heat inside. Let's go check that out. We've got a lot of airflow around here. Feels nice. Fan's really doing some work. Man, never thought I'd have one of those on my garage. And most all of that is thanks to you guys. So I want to give each and every one of y'all that watch the channel, sorry about the sun, I want to give each and every one of y'all that watch the channel a really big thank you from our family to you guys, because without you buying the merchandise and watching the videos, it's not possible. Lucky would like me to throw this rock right here, so we're gonna do that. Here it is. Ready? Go get him. Don't hit that trailer now. Let's go check for some heat. It's gonna be awesome. Come on, heat. Oh, I don't know how hot that is, but it feels nice. And it's not even cold. I mean, it's chilly in here. Hot out, or mild outside, cool in here. Oh man, it feels nice. So we'll let that run for 5 or 10 minutes, let it do its thing, and then we'll turn it over to the air conditioning side and let it do its thing and make sure we see moisture dripping out of the drains and everything like that. Okay, now we can make these. See the blades? I think they will swing. I was like, oh, that heat feels nice. I'm setting this thing. I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't know. Let's. Ooh, what's this? Oh yeah, you can move them too. That's pretty neat. I don't know if that moves itself or what, but anyway, I'm gonna start off, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong if you've got one of these yourself. 70 degrees. That's what I'm gonna keep it at in here. All the time. Here's something else pretty cool. As I'm sitting here, I'm letting this run. I'm sitting right here in front of it. I'm sure you guys can probably hear it, but that's as loud as it gets. That's the fan on all the way. So that's another thing that's going to help us out a lot in the shop, because that other unit was so loud, you know, with the blower. It's crazy. So very thankful. This is awesome. Well, and just as simple as that, I've got it all hooked up. Alexa, what's the temperature in the garage?
Garage doesn't support that.
Well, I'll be gosh dang. Alexa, turn the mini split up to 72.
Okay.
All right, so that's it. All right, y'all just walking back in here. I've been out for about 3 hours or so. Let's see what the current temperature is. Feels pretty nice in here. It's actually 72 degrees in here right now. So that's perfect. You walk in, it's nice. Anyway, that's it. That's as simple as it is. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was entertaining a little bit. Don't do what I do. I'm definitely not a professional. And we'll see you real soon. We're going to start putting this impressive back together. Those pile of parts are going right back on Chucky. We got him right outside sitting there patiently waiting to get all his parts jammed back on him. So stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It doesn't cost you a dime, and man, it really helps us out. And tell your friends about us a little bit. If you guys like racing, and all your buddies do too, tell them go check out Old Number 7 Garage. Remember, if it's sent, it better be bent.